Alright guys, thanks for joining me again. So we'll get straight into the second part of the video now, which let me pull this up. Okay, it's about customizing our homepage, the About Us page, the contact page. From the home page, first of all, we're going to be working on the logo, the slider, the write-ups, and the images. I recall pointing out the write-up that isn't quite uh, well standard here. It's supposed to be featured products, yeah, with a D, not an S. So there are write-ups to work on, and we'll probably tweak all of these to suit what the business does, basically. So let's get into it. Let's work on the logo first. So as we've always done, this is the default logo that came with the theme. What we want to do is to upload a logo that has the same size and dimension with this one. We don't want to distort the design, so I'm just going to copy that. I'll fire up my Photoshop and create new, and because I copied something, the size of it is going to be my clipboard. So I'm just going to click on create, and if I paste, yeah, that's what I copied. Basically I want to change it to Ideal Supermarket, which is what we're building. Alright, so I'm going to change that to black, and then we can see what we're doing. Okay, so I'll move it in as well, and let's reduce the size. Let me bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce the size real quick from here, and outright supermarket, uh, supermarket, awfully large. I'll use a green, something like that. Then let's reduce the size as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is there isn't space for both. I would make this one. Okay, it will work like this, right? This is not their original logo, so I'm just creating something in place of what we already had there. So I'm just gonna click on file now, and I will export in. Okay, so pick a place and I'll pick Toots. I would say Ideal logo. Okay, so when we come back here, what we're gonna do is we'll get back into the dashboard, and I will go to the theme options. I believe you can change the logo from there. Should be in the header. Alright, so you see upload logo, and I would quickly pull up Ideal logo which we just designed, and I would say select. Alright, so we have a logo. Let's see if that worked. In most cases, you can also change your logo from appearance, customize. So if this did not work, we're going to go into the customize options. Okay, so great, it worked. So there we have our logo. The next thing we said we're going to work on is a slider. So I would quickly come back into our dashboard, and I'll click on slider revolution. Okay, so which of the sliders is on the home page? What we're going to do to determine that is to edit the page. So let me open that in a new tab, and it's going to open the back end editor for the page. The thing is, I'm trying to determine which slider to edit, because I'm seeing two different sliders here, 5 and 9, right? So let's find out which one is here. Alright, so this is a back end where you can edit the page. Here you have revolution slider. You see slider 5 just just in there, right? So that shows that this page has slider 5 active. So I'm going to go into slider 5, click on the pencil icon. That's how we're going to edit it. I'm not going to do much of the editing, but I just want to point out to you how you can change stuff in the slider. Okay, so clothing at 30% off. Basically, if you click on that, you can do whatever you want, right? Change it to whatever you want. Change this icon. Okay, so basically, this changes the write up here. This one changes the write up as well. And for this one, shop now, ideally should link to the shop page. So, or it should link to this particular product, or it should link to the shop page. You can do whatever you want to do, but when you click on it and you want to edit or influence where it links to, you come up here to actions and you can see link actions, right? Simple link, and you could pretty much put in your URL here where you want it to link to the page. So that's how you edit your slider. Okay, there is something else. This image here at the background, there you have slider BG. What you want to do, you could also click here and you can select media from here. Let's pick a random image, and I'm not going to save it, but I just want to show you something. So I'm just going to pick a random image and say insert. Now you would observe that the original image that was here in the background has been replaced by this weird looking one that I just selected. So that's how you replace the background image for your sliders. Okay, so there I'm just putting another one, and yeah, basically that's a cool looking slider, and that's about it for the sliders. I'm not going to change this one, but for the purpose of the tutorial I'm just showing you what works. Basically, you can add another slide. If you go back to the website, so you see there is one, two, three, three slides here, right? Okay, so you could come in here, use a slide, and that brings up the slide 2, and you could edit, do whatever you want to do. You could also click on this icon, you will delete it. You click on this icon and you will duplicate it, so it's going to create a slide 4 for us if you click on that. Okay, so let's see how that works. Okay, creating. All right, so when you come here, you see you have slide 4 where 3 and 4 basically have the same things. You could click on this icon here and it would disable that slide from appearing on the front end. Right, so that's basically how you work on your slides. I don't think there is much in here for us to do, guys, but you fully understand it now. So let's work on the write-up. Remember, we had the backend editor open here. So let's see the write-ups that we want to change on the website. Of course, for all the write-ups on the slide, you can change them from your Revolution slider option here. I'll just close that. And let's work on these ones, right? These ones here, women's category, kids collection, and all of this. So let's see what it reflects here. Okay, so this is the okay, so basically this is WP Bakery page builder. You can see the name here. It's quite easy and straightforward. You use drag and drop and you can build amazing things. You're only limited by your imaginations, right? Okay, so this is a slide. So basically that's this section here. All of this is the slider section. If you come forward down a bit, there is another row here, and it contains what I believe should be all of this section here. So what I'm going to do is I will check if that's the section, and then I will show you how to replace the write-ups and where it links to as well. Okay, so I'll click on that, the pencil icon. That's how you edit stuff. Okay, so women's collection 2018. Let's verify that women's collection 2018 were right. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna scroll down, and that's where you can replace the image for the women's collection 2018, and the URL, the button, that's where it goes, right? So that's quite straightforward. Also for this one, you can edit whatever you want to edit. That's how you change the content, guys. So I'm not going to distort this so much because I don't have the exact images from the supermarket already, so let's not meddle much with it, but you get the idea, right? Okay, so that's for the kids collections, right? And you can of course change the image down here as well. Okay, so that's about that. Calm down a bit and you have a selection of products, uh, and the categories are up here. So let's see how that pans out in the back end. So it's basically a product tab setting. Okay, so this one is for accessories. That's the first product here, first product category here. And then there's kids, then there's men, then there's women. So let's see if that's correct. So this one, accessories, that's right. And here you have the kids, okay. And then you have the men's collection, and the bottom one will be the women's collection, I believe. Okay, so let me get into the nitty-gritty of how it works. So basically it's a tabs collection. Tabs collection means it's going to be arranged in a tabular format like this, the way you see it. Okay. um and when you open it up, you can select what the category of products that you want to display. In this case, it's set to recent products and the category accessories. Now, let me show you. Let's create our own and see how it looks. So I'm just going to click on the plus sign, and here I would say ours, right? Recent products, and I'll just say uncategorized. I'm picking a category that hasn't already been selected. So I'll click on save changes and I'll preview update. What that's going to do is it's going to open a preview of the website with the most recent change that I just made. So there you go, ours, the one that I just created, and the category of products that will be displayed are the ones that are uncategorized, and it has 0 products under it. I'm just gonna remove it. So okay, so I'll just quickly remove it because we don't need it. Alright, so you remove that one, and when next you preview the website, ours should have been gone. Let's see that. Alright, so great, ours isn't there anymore. So you get the idea of how it works. I'll go back to the website, and okay, so just so we don't miss that, products, here you can add new categories. For instance, you could add, let me open that up in a new tab. You could add the category, since we're building a supermarket website, for groceries, right? ERIES, alright, groceries. This is irrelevant basically, so you just click on add category, and groceries has been added. If I refresh this page, my page builder, and I click on the plus sign under the products tab, I should see groceries showing up as a category I should add. Okay, now that we have that sorted, because I'm just showing you, you can add your own category whenever you want, product category, right? So let's see what's the next thing on the page. Let's change this because it's giving me a headache. Featured product, right? So where could that be? This is the product tab. We just finished with that. Okay, so service. Let's see if it is here. Okay, free delivery. That's all the way down. Where do we have free delivery and those icons? Um, let's look for it, guys. Okay, so free delivery. These icons are here. Basically, what we're looking for. Okay, let's see. Free delivery for all orders over $99. We're gonna change this to Naira if goods have problems. Okay, so we don't have issues with this right up here. So let's just make that change for goods over 20k, right? So 20k should be assumed to be in naira. All right, and the next one, product tabs again, and this time the product tabs has the exact same categories as they had up here, basically for lack of new categories, I believe. So let's just leave that. You know how to edit it and change that if you want. And so shop events and save up to 65%, and then this is not in English, so we want to change that. That should be the next column, so I'm just going to save changes there. Okay, so that's the image of the guy that we find here, and let's work on this write-up now. So I don't want to change the image, I'm just going to work on the write-up. Shop and save up to 65%. Shop and let's use get up to 65% off. Okay, that sounds better. And then let's say this month only, get all your luxury home furnitures at 65% off. Grab this over today. Okay, furniture not correct, right? Fixed, and it expires and okay, that's 2018, so let's make it 2020. December, right? Okay, that works. Okay, let's go back to the website. I haven't saved, so all of this won't be reflected yet. Okay, it appears at the bottom of the website already, so I'm going to update so we can refresh our website and see the changes that were made. Okay, so coming down here, it still features products. Did I save that? Did I change this one? Let's go back in there. We should make that featured products, not features. Okay, so where is it? Where is it, guys? All right, so we'll look for it. Coming down here, product tab again. Okay, featured products, right? So I'll save that, and of course we'll refresh again. Let's just give it time to save. Okay, then I'll hit the refresh button. Let's see. Okay, so featured products, it's properly done now. Shop and get up to 65% off this month only. Get all your luxury. So that's everything we did, right? The changes to there, and then there's still 164 days to the end of the year. That's a lot of time. Okay, so basically that's how you edit the write-ups on your home page, and we also worked on the logo. So I'll just get quickly into the next thing, images. You already know how to change images. You saw that already. For instance, this image here, you know how to change it, right? That's this particular one here. Just click on the pencil icon and click on the X on the image, click on the plus, and you replace, yeah, that's the X, and you click on the plus, basically you replace the image. And there is something about this particular design. It has a consistent background. This row was broken into two, but it has a consistent background, and you would notice that from here. So if you click on this to edit the row design options, you would see the background color is set here, right? And that's the particular reason why. Most of the other ones, for instance, this row that houses the products, doesn't have any background color. You can set a background color. I'll just show you. Let's mess with that. Let's set this background color to a weird red color, and let's preview our website and see what we've done. Okay, so that's a terrible choice, as you can see. Okay, so it doesn't work, but I'm just showing you how that could work, right? Plus this selected category is red also. That means it has disappeared. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and show you something else. So you can also use, so let's clear that. All right, so let's clear that. You can also use an image as the background for the row. So let's pick an image. Let's pick this one and set. And because I want it to cover the whole of the row, I'm going to set this to cover, and let's preview and see what we've done. Okay, so you can see that this row now has a large image at the back of it, and it's not really beautiful. That's not what we want. That's not what we signed up for. So I'm going to go back in here and remove that image that we just put, because it's a terrible choice, and I'll preview again just to be sure that everything is all right. Okay, so great. We're back to the white background. That's awesome. Now let's move on to the next thing, because there's a lot to do. Currency. Let's work on the currency, and then we'll work on the widgets. Okay, so for us to work on the currency, WooCommerce, we need to install the WooCommerce plugin. The WooCommerce plugin basically is what enables shops to work on WordPress. It's one of the most popular plugins you can find on WordPress. So let's go back into our dashboard. Okay, so I'm not saving the most recent change. Let's just go back to the dashboard, and here it says let's run the setup wizard for WooCommerce. It came bundled with the theme, so let's set it up. So it's quick, it's pretty straightforward to set up. Just keep clicking on yes and yes and yes, fill up the vital information as requested, and you should be good to go. Alright guys, so I got this error. It says there's been a critical error on your website. Please check your site admin email inbox for instructions. I assume this is because we're trying to install WooCommerce, and it triggered this fatal error. I wanted to cut out this part in the video, but I think it's going to be a learning process for all of us. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to fix this, and the way you can fix this is you know what caused the error. What was the last action you were taking on the website before the error came up? That is very likely the cause of all these challenges, and it was WooCommerce, right? So what we're going to do right now is we'll, you, we've lost access to our WordPress dashboard. I'm literally in our WordPress dashboard right now, and it's still showing this error. I'm just going to refresh on our WordPress dashboard, and yeah, that's the error. We've lost access to it. The only way we can retrieve or regain access to our WordPress is to remove what is causing the conflict, and you can only do that by going into your cPanel. So just going to go into the cPanel. Let's get to the all right, so these are cPanel, right? So I'll click on File Manager and get into the public underscore HTML, because that's what the relevant things are. I'll get into the WordPress content, and I'll visit the plugins folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to delete WooCommerce, right? Okay, so I'm going to delete WooCommerce. I'm also going to delete this. I don't even know what that is, but I'll delete it's WooCommerce admin. I assume it has something to do with the error as well. So I'll come back into our WordPress dashboard and refresh, and guys, we have access again. So most of the basic debugging you will do has to be done from your cPanel, right? Just remove the conflicting plugin or theme file, and you'll be good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to install WooCommerce. I'll try this process again, and let's hope that or we could go to our plugins, add new, and because WooCommerce is free and listed here, we could search for WooCommerce, right? We could search for WooCommerce that way, and I'll click on install. Okay, so because the first time we went through the route of installing through the bundled WooCommerce version. So what I'm doing right now is going the other way so we don't get kicked out of our dashboard again. So just install WooCommerce from the WordPress plugins repository. Okay, so installed. It should normally show us the option to activate, but it isn't showing now. So what we're gonna do is to go into our installed plugins. Okay, and we'll see WooCommerce somewhere there. Okay, it's already activated. That's weird, but I'll take it. It's fine. And it says this plugin WooCommerce admin has been deactivated. Your plugin file does not exist. So we need to install WooCommerce admin, right? Okay, let's come back here. So I don't think it's very crucial that we do this for now. We could ignore it. Update required. WooCommerce will soon require PHP version 7.2 or newer. We will do that, but it's not vital for this tutorial, so let's ignore it and save time. So I'm going to go into WooCommerce. Remember, what we're trying to do is to work on our currency, and I said we can do that from WooCommerce since WooCommerce is powering our shop. So I'm just going to go to the settings in WooCommerce, and where should we find that? So there are a bunch of settings here, but at the bottom here you find currency. I'm just going to search for Naira because we're dealing with the Nigerian Naira, and I'll click on save changes. So when next I refresh on our website, these dollar signs should change to Naira. That's neat, right? So you know how to do that. Now let's work on the widgets. Now widgets are basically these stuffs under here. Those are widgets, right? So let's customize them further and make them more for ideal supermarket. You could do that from your WordPress dashboard. You're just going to come to appearance and you will find widgets somewhere there. Okay, and I'll click on it, and all of the inactive but available widgets are listed here. There are a whole lot of them. You might need them, you might not need them, but let's work with the ones that are already on the website and we want to change, right? So I'm just going to come in here top left and it says text. Let's locate where this text is. Shop events and save up to 65% off. Let's see where that is. Okay, not on the website. So that's what top bar left, right? Oh, okay, top bar. All right, let's go back into the website. Should be, oh, there we are. Shop events and save up to 65% off. Let's change that to, okay, let's do okay, so I'm at a loss as to what to change it to. I'm just going to leave that at shop and save up to 65% off this month. Okay, colors on, let's make that more Nigerian, plus 234090 call, all right, small letter, right, call ideal. Okay, so let's leave it at that and hit save. So basically we're working on the widgets right now, and the top bar right widgets. Let's save this and see. Shop and save up to 65% off this month. Okay, so all of those are there, and for the top bar right widget there is nothing there, so let's add a um, let's add HTML stuff there. I know we're talking about no coding or low code, but let's see what we could do. Let's make that place active. I'm basically referring to this section. It's bare, and I think we could do something there. So custom HTML. This is basic, guys. I'm gonna say uh, track goods, right? So we're not gonna do anything about that for now. Let's just leave it there so we know eventually we're gonna turn that into a link, right? All right, so let's leave it at that. I could have used the text as well, but let's leave it at that first. Now the shop sidebar, that's on the shop page, I believe. Okay, and the newsletter pop-up, what displays there. Okay, so basically those are the widgets that we have access to edit. Let's click on edit page again and let's check out something. Okay, so I'm just gonna scroll down to the bottom of the page. Okay, not there, not there. So let's go to our appearance and we'll go into, guys, I'm looking for where we can edit all of those stuff at the bottom of the page. Okay, so I'm just gonna open it again, and there are different ways, there are different places you can find them. We didn't find them in the widgets now. So what we're going to try to do is to attempt to let's check our theme options again. Let's see if we can get it there. Okay, so these are the theme options. I'm gonna go to footer, and we can't do that from there. So what I'm gonna do is to go back to appearance, and I would say customize. Let's wait for that to load up. Okay. All right, and so you find the pencil tooltip here, meaning we can edit all of these from here. So if I click on that, we see the custom link, and we can change everything that is in here. I do not want those there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove. Okay, let's leave them first. These are links, they're valuable links. So when we generate our categories of products, we can replace all of these with our own categories, but let's leave them so they are not there. But basically, if you want to remove anyone, you just click on this here and you click on remove, and you basically remove it, but we need it, so let's leave it. So that's for the first footer, and okay, so you can edit all of this, right? Okay, so that's about that, but okay, so we'll still need to be able to edit this section and this section. Okay, so something is obviously very wrong, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to have to delete all of the footers because something is wrong with them. So I'll move all of this to trash, and let us refresh our website right now. So I'm just going to refresh that. Okay, great. So all of the footers come in here, and we're going to break this into, let's do 4, shall we? Let's break this into 4. So I'm going to add a text box here, right? And this is going to be um, a short write-up about Ideal Supermarket. Okay, so that's basically what we're gonna do. I'll hit the enter button here, and I just want to put the logo right above it. Okay, and also just to check if there are social media icons here that we might be able to use. Okay, none. So just so we don't lose track, I selected the logo, and I'm gonna say insert. Hit the enter button, then I'll hit the save button, and right in here I'm gonna search for menus, and which of them should we use? Let's try this one. Okay, so we're gonna say which of the menus. We haven't created menus yet, so there are predefined menus here. Let's pick the vertical menu. I don't know what is in it, but let us see. So I'm gonna open the menu in a new tab, and let's see what's in. Okay, account menu has all of this, so let's set account menu here first of all. So we're gonna say account menu comes in here, and title say relevant links. Okay, so we're gonna align that left, and I'll hit save. I'll duplicate this because I need another menu displayed here, and I'll edit that. Let's go back into the menu option. What's in the footer one menu? Let's see. Okay, so those are categories of products. So I would continue with that, and I'll set this to footer one menu, align left, and here ideally I would want to put social media. Do they have that here? I put social link. Okay, so I'm just gonna put follow us. Okay, and then the Facebook URL comes in here, Twitter URL comes in here, YouTube. Okay, Instagram as well, right? Okay, and let us update. Okay, updated. So now let's refresh on our website, and let's hope everything turns out right. Okay, so there you go. We have a footer. It's not the best looking footer, so we're gonna work on that quite all right. And we have this appearing down here. I'm not sure we want that to appear, so eventually we're gonna have to remove that one. But first of all, let's focus on making our footer more appealing, right? Since the original one that came with the theme has refused to work well. So this logo, of course, isn't going to work great, and our write-up is in black as well, right? So we're going to make that white, and so let's make it a little bit more appealing. So I'm just going to go back into the edit page, and I would remove the logo because we don't have the version of it that the logo is in PNG. That's why it appears so terrible, and these colors do not work great on a dark background. Since our background here is dark, we want our write-up to be in white, or better still, we could turn our footer from a dark background into a white. So let's just remove the background color, right? Let's remove the background color, and so our stuff can show better. Let's see how it looks now. That it's going to be white. Okay, so that's way better. That's way better, guys. Um, okay, so it looks a little bit bare. There has to be things that are coming in here. Probably Instagram feed should come in here. For this place also, the write-up should be longer, so it fills up everything nicely. But basically, you get the idea, you get the points, and the team came with its problems, but we found our way around it. and we're looking good again. Let's move on to the next thing, which is so we'll work on the currency and the widgets. We're going to work on payments and live chat. These are basically easy to do. We're going to get it done using plugins. For the Nigerian market, what you want to do is to set up a payment gateway, and we're going to use Paystack in this case. So I'm just going to come in here, plugins, add new, and I'll search for Paystack. So search for Paystack, and Paystack will come as when gateway. That's the right one. I'm going to install that. Okay, I would also activate it. Right after doing that, we'll get into fixing it up. Let's also, since we're here, let's search for the live chat plugin. We're going to do WordPress chat, right? So let's just search for WhatsApp chat. WhatsApp chat. Okay, sorry, I should be in add new plugins, right? And I can search for WhatsApp chat. All right, so I usually, this is a personal thing for me, I go with the one that has the highest number of active installations. I don't know why. I think maybe it's like social validation for me, but this one seems to have more, 200,000 active installations. So I'm just going to use that one. Click on install. I'll also show you how to configure it, but for now let's activate it. And when we're done with that, we're going to go back to configure our Paystack. So I'm going to go into WooCommerce and go to settings, and from settings I'm going to click on payments. Yeah, that's right, payments. And I would activate the Paystack option. So it's going to allow me set it up, and I'll quickly let you know how it is set up. So you're just going to click on the enable Paystack, and here are the important things: your top secret key and your top public key, which you can get if you visit your Paystack dashboard. So basically you should have an account with Paystack, and from here you'll be able to get your top secret key, your secret key, and your public key, right? So quite easy. Nothing else to be done there, because I'm not going to show you any secret key that you're going to be putting, but it's quite long, and you would also get an API key from there as well, which you can impute in here. So that's basically how it works. And I would also go back to right settings, join chat. That's a plugin we just installed for our WhatsApp chat, and you're going to want to put your phone number here, telephone, and of course it's already in Nigeria, so you just put your phone number. Yeah, so that's about that. So I'm just gonna put my phone number. Okay, so that's my phone number, just in case. Don't text me. Okay, that was a joke. You can text me. So I'll hit save changes, and I'll refresh on the website. Let's see if our WhatsApp chat icon pops up. Okay, so that it is. That There it is. That's the right English. English is a borrowed language. Now, WhatsApp chat widget is covering this icon here, which is basically click to get to the top. I don't want that there. Okay, so let's come back to our settings. WhatsApp chat widget position, we can move it to the left, so it leaves room for the click to get to the top icon there. But basically I want it on the right because everybody's used to it being on the right. Because I want it to be on the right, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to disable that icon. So I'm going to go back to our team options. I believe we found it there before, and under the general settings, I believe, okay, back to top button, we're going to turn that off, and I'll click on save changes. When we refresh, the button should be gone. I hope it doesn't behave like the footer. Okay, so the button is gone after 3 seconds. Our WhatsApp button comes back up. That's basically it. We're almost done here. So now work on the menus and the pages. The menus are basically the stuff up here, and most of these things we do not need. Like uh, I'm, we're going to take out the blog, the about us is fine, contact. We're going to take out these, and let's see what's in here. Okay, it doesn't link anywhere, so we're going to take it out as well, because we're not building a website that allows third-party vendors list their products. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to come back in here, and I'll go to the appearance, menus, and basically I want to go to the main menu, the one that has primary menu in front of it. If you follow the other tutorials, you can create your own menu, add. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how that works as well. But let's remove this stuff. So this is a faster way to do it. Just gonna click on remove, remove, and remove again, remove again. Okay, and for all of this, what I'm doing, guys, you click on this small icon here, and then you can remove it. But if you want to be faster and cooler, you could just open up all of them that you want to remove, and you remove them. And I do remember saying we do not need the blog, but let's leave it. We might need it. It's cool, and that's about it. Okay, so I'm just gonna save that. And just in case you want to create your own menu, you could just hit this create menu. You name it anything you want to name it. In my own case, I keep using the word mine. I name it mine. And then you can add whatever you want to add to the menu. You click on add to menu, and it's basically going to show up there. But I'm not going to save this menu, so I'm just going to hit the delete button. And so we do not lose track. Remember, in our primary menu, we have deleted the things that we do not need. I see top menu and vertical menu, but let's refresh first, and let's see what we have here. Okay, so now we have just relevant stuff in here, and what's here, I believe this is supposed to be the top menu. So I'll just quickly go in there and see if we can edit or add stuff. I just want to verify. Okay, so my account, my orders, checkout, and wish list, that's definitely top menu, so you could do whatever you want to do there. I'm going to add something to the top menu. This is going to be a custom link. I won't be linking it now, but I'll call it tracking, so we can allow customers track their items. There's a plugin we'll use for this. We wouldn't go into that because we've spent more than enough time that we bargained. Okay, so tracking goes in there, right? Okay, so what's the next thing? Products and categories. I think we already touched categories. So you're just gonna come back right under here. All your products are gonna be here. You want to add a new product or you want to edit product, all the magic happens in here. So I'm just going to open the add new product in a new tab. Assuming you want to add a new product, your product title comes in here, right? A little bit of description for the product comes in here. You select the category, or you can add new category directly from here, and you set the price for your product. That's basically it. That's not basically it. Actually, you have to add your product image and your product gallery image. So you do all of these and you're good to go. Assuming you added the category and it's annoying you so much you want to delete it, you can just come in here to categories, just allow that open up, and you can delete your category from here. Now this comes default with WordPress. You're unable to remove this one, but it shouldn't bother you. No big issues there. So that's basically it, guys. Thanks for joining us.